to my channel, and it's so great to finally be in camera. Last week I didn't post a video because I moved, and that is the title of this video, and I just wanted to update all of you on what's going on. So I mentioned a couple videos ago that I needed to move, to relocate due to the coronavirus, and to make sure that everyone here at Season in the dorms are still safe and sound. So that's what I was doing last week. It literally took me 3 days, 6 hours in total. It's not like the whole 3 days, but 6 hours in total to move everything from one bedroom to like a whole apartment. And it was just crazy. Like, it was raining last week. I had to wear the mask. So like, the air was like, I was not really getting a lot of air. So I was getting more tired. Not only that, my old apartment and my new apartment were on the second floor. So I definitely had to work out. And as I'm thinking about just what's going on in the world, it's so easy to get caught up in your mind. It's so easy to just like feel defeated, or just feel like you just want to sleep all day or watch TV all day. Definitely that was me. But it wasn't until the Lord really brought me back to being grateful. He reminded me of a dream and a desire that I had in 2017 or 2018, like 3 or 4 years ago, which was I always wanted to live in an apartment by myself. And that was something that I told myself I want to do that before I get married, or before like I travel the world. Like, I want to experience living on my own. And so, at that time, like, I thought, okay, so I'm going to have a good job, but I don't want to work crazy hours. I want to enjoy my apartment, So I didn't know how it was going to work out, but I just believed. I was like, God, I believe, and I'm going to do my part, which is to save money and all these things to make it happen. Well, long story short, it didn't happen. I still was staying with my mom, and then I went to school, community college, which I still was staying with my mom. And fast forward till now, here I am, living on my own in a 2-bedroom apartment with a full kitchen, living room, and a balcony. And it's only for a month, but it just brought me peace. It brought me joy. Like, wow, God, you remember the small prayers. You remember the small desires of my heart. And for me, I thought it was small, but for him, it's so huge that he didn't even forget. He reminded me, like, remember you prayed for this? Now it looks different. Like, I imagine it in a different scenario, in a different situation, or a different circumstance, but still, like, it was just a blessing to receive that word. Like, yes, Lord, you answer all my prayers. And so I just thanked him. And now I'm looking at this whole being by myself in a better way. I definitely was struggling with it because I'm such an extroverted person where I just want to be outside. I want to, soak up the sun, even though the weather's kind of weird right now. I want to go to the beach. Like, I want to go hiking. I'm very an outdoors person. And for me to stay inside is something that I'm not really like enjoying. So this was just a reminder for me, like, okay, I'm good. Like, it's all right. And even though it's, this past week, I was definitely in my emotions, and there were days where I definitely cried. He's not mad at that. I think there's a lot of people who have the same mindset as I do, where it's like God is a punisher, or he's a dictator, and he's like, do this and do that and do this. But God is not like that. He's love. And I'm going through a journey of what that really means. We see love portrayed in TV shows and Instagram posts and all these things, but I want the true love, the love of Christ. And all I keep thinking is that the ultimate way of showing love is what Jesus did on that cross, which he died for me. He died for me when I was still sinning, when I was telling him, I don't want to hear about you. I don't care. I don't believe in God. And I was just doing my own thing. He still loved me then. So now that I'm trying to do the right thing, and, my emotions are getting all over, like, he still loves me. And that's just something that I'm holding on. And there's a scripture that says, love never fails. And it goes on to say, if you are afraid, it's because you haven't really experienced the love of God. But it's specifically the fear of punishment. And that's what I was talking about, like the dictator mindset that we think God is. But he's definitely not like that. And I'm still learning that, of how his grace gives me strength. Like it's just one more day. And there's another scripture that says, for my grace is sufficient, and that his power works best in my weakness. And again, that's such a huge thing, because I always think like I need to get it together and I got to do this and I got to, like, it's so self-reliant, and I like wear myself down. But God teaching me a new level of what grace is, and that he has my back. So if I can just rest in his presence, he'll do the rest. So this was just a little story that I just had in my heart. And I was just like, God, you're still on the throne. You are still answering prayers. You're still doing miracles. And this, again, just shows me that God is alive and that he cares about my situation, the small things and the big things. And I'm taking it one day at a time. So I hope it encourages any of you. And yeah, I will see y'all in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.